All right. Hey, everyone. Welcome. Yeah, I'm not too prepared. That music I just discovered, that's from DMT Composer on Instagram. I found them through GoGFX Unlimited, which we're about to get to here in a second. So how's everyone doing? Robert, good to see you, as always. Always supporting in the chat. Yeah, there's a couple things we're gonna get through today. Some things that I haven't even opened yet because I've been waiting to share. Where do we begin? Well, let's begin with, real quick, I did a video review showing off this Bandai Godzilla action figure that they sell. Hey, JamKillX, good to see you. And just real quick, what I wanted to do is actually compare it to the Super 7, which on some levels, there's better detail on this, but on a whole, it's almost worse. Like the articulation on this is horrible. For instance, you've got the elbow joint on the Bandai one, and you've got the hand on a ball joint. This, you just have and it's real tight, and I was told to get a hairdryer on this. You just have the elbow, and it has a forearm swivel at the elbow joint. Man, words hard. And then also the head on this is just like a simple swivel, even though the mouth opens and closes and looks good. But what they do is here is the neck is on a ball joint, and I think it's a lot more dynamic. So, and I do like the shading on the nails. So it's very interesting how there's all these companies coming out with these Godzilla figures, and yeah, the longer tail is better. Like, I feel like this is a shorter tail. Hey, Simply New Type. What's going on? Oh, hold on. It said, oh, okay. All right. So here's something cool. Actually, let me get to what I was trying to get to so I can monitor everything. Okay. Yeah, let me put these back. So what I did was earlier today, or actually just recently, I met up with this guy. So on eBay, I was looking for, I always look for like buildings, like diorama pieces for the Gundam stuff, and I found, and I'm also, collecting Godzilla stuff at the moment, and so I found this guy that sells, and I know Steven would enjoy this, 3D printed buildings, but really cheap. So here's one of them, and it has this antenna in here. It looks awesome. And you see GoGFX at the bottom. So if you search GoGFX on eBay, Instagram, actually the music I was listening to was he told me about that Instagram. And then yeah, so there's all these little buildings here, which the thing is they don't necessarily scale with Gundam. And actually, he added a Gundam on this one, which is pretty cool. But this Godzilla, this is a cool building. It's got all this stuff on it. Yeah, again, $20 for a pack of 4. So, yeah, if you look at all this, yeah, that's what they look like. These are pretty awesome. So, I guess with the view of the camera, I can't really show off like if I was to stand this up and then put this chonker right here. I mean, this work. I mean, he's gigantic for this. I mean, it would work. Totally, it could work. But Godzilla has his different sizes, and so yeah, here's the other 2023 one, which that would still work. So if you were to look at the scale of the buildings, that would still work. And then obviously, other ones. So that still works. I think that's cool. And then here's this tiny one that I got in a blind box. A little small, but no, that's fun. But here's something like, what if I took this tiny Mark II, and had it. I mean, I think that works. I think that works. That's actually pretty cool. So anyway, it's like these are more scaled to Godzilla. Obviously, they're smaller because of that. Like for most 1/44th scale things, you would want something bigger. But I also feel like these are just good diorama pieces in general. So anyway, yeah, check out Goji FX Unlimited. If you want, he sells more stuff. He sells buildings with lights in them. He sells explosions that light up, neon signs with lights, buildings with neon lights on them. So it's really a lot of cool stuff. Yeah, I think he would be a great guest on Steven's channel. So where am I gonna move this? All right, this is really the main deal here of the show, opening the Gundam EX. But before that, I wanted to open this. I got this over the weekend. So I knew they were coming out with these Funko Pops, and I don't really collect Funko Pops, but this was at a comic book shop, and I thought they were going to be smaller, but they're this size. I think that's actually pretty awesome. So, let's see. Robert Westphal is saying, "You getting a dragon?" I'm not sure what you mean by that. Okay, let's open this up. I mean, there might not be much to this other than it's a figure. So, okay, here we go. Looks neat. Head seems to be able to turn, but I don't think it's supposed to. Let's see. Arm, nothing moves. This is just, it's got some cool colors, and it's accurate because it doesn't have the beam saber there because he's holding it. Although, obviously, the size isn't... No, I'm joking. This is cool. This is a neat little thing, actually. A smaller one wouldn't have been as interesting, so it being this size is pretty cool. So let me grab it next to... here's a Gundam Universe figure, so you can kind of get an idea how tall. But yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. I don't know what I'm going to do with this exactly. I don't know yet. Okay, let's see if I can safely put it back. I have no idea. Okay, there we go. What's going on? Hey, Spaded One. I almost got this, but swear off. Yeah, it's funny. That's how I remember when they first announced this, and I was like, "Nah, not doing that." I think I had a Darkwing Duck Funko Pop, and I know I bought the kids them in the past, but never really a collector here. But the size of it, I think, is what got me to get it, and to get them at the comic book store because I went there, didn't buy anything. Although I'm trying to get the Gunpla Build Night. They seemed interested, haven't heard back yet. All right, here's the star of the show. This I've been waiting for forever. In fact, I thought when I pre-ordered it was going to come out next year. So I'm in luck. And so are you if you like to watch unboxings of this stuff. I don't know. But I know there's a bunch of people out there that already have these, so let's do it. All right. There's one problem. There's one problem that I saw with this, and I don't want to get too disappointed. And I'll get to that if when we get to it, it's what I think. Let's see. Just got a little thing at the side here. All right, so. All right, taking this out of the package. Look at it real quick. I'll probably do a full proper review once I've messed with it a little more. But, okay, for one, this feels different. This seems to have a harder plastic than most Gundam Universe. Interesting. It's got this piece that's kind of floating there and makes a clicking noise. But, yeah, this actually feels more like... I guess a Marvel Legends figure than it did the soft plastic. I wonder if that's why they're doing the remakes of the older figures, maybe to do it in this plastic. Because, yeah, this feels completely different. Yeah, even with this Calibarn right here, just the way it's like it's a gummy plastic, a soft gummy plastic, and this is a much sturdier, stronger plastic. It could be due to it being smaller in general, but this, yeah, I'm really impressed with the way this looks. This, out of all the Gundam Universe figures, this looks to be less like a, you know, a toy. Interesting. The hand is the same hand, which is actually nice. It's the same softer plastic of the old ones. You can kind of even tell it is a different plastic. There's like, I don't know what you would call it. Marbling in not the paint, but in terms of like the plastic, I guess, as it's being made. I don't know. Yeah, this is pretty interesting how much they changed this. One thing right off the bat, though, it doesn't have the cool real-type markings. I bet they're going to come out with another version. Because I have, for instance... hold on 1 second, let me grab it. Here's the RX-78-2 Gundam base version. So this has like all the markings on it that actually make it really awesome. And again, it's that gummy sort of softer plastic that I think the new updated version might have this different plastic here. Yeah, it's very interesting. I did not expect this. This is a much higher quality feeling figure than the previous ones. But it's interesting that the real type markings are not on this because it's like on, for instance, it's on this. So it's kind of a weird omission, but that makes me think they're going to come out with a special edition. But that's not all that's missing. And I can already see it. I don't know if you guys can guess what it is. But let's put this together. Backpack. Yeah, Jim Killex, the 2.0. Yeah, so it's that. It's the ARC 78-2, and it's the Unicorn that they're doing new versions of them. And so I'm wondering if it's going to be in this. One way to tell, actually, because I noticed it looked like it had better knee articulation. No, interesting. It still does kind of stop and doesn't go up all the way. Maybe it depends on suit. Oh, that's interesting. So it has an interesting hinge on a hinge that goes down. Then I can go up. Okay. Still not as much as it looked like the new Unicorn does. But anyway. There's that. Let's get this out. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. I am not seeing the thing I was hoping this is going to have. It almost ruins it for me. That looks good. And again, it's the different plastic, although... Yeah, maybe the other one was like that too. And the colors are really nice on this. And I like the same type of beam saber blades, and it has the blue on it, which is a cool look. You got the stand connector. All right, the beam saber rack. This is important. And this is cool that it's doing all that, so... Okay, so that plugs not into the backpack, but into the back of the Gundam itself. Let's see. And it's not made to move, so it doesn't function, which again, I can't ask for everything, but it doesn't function as you'd expect. Okay, that's there. Hey, Alan Mitchell, what's up? Yeah, that's interesting, Alan Mitchell. Yeah, I wonder. I wonder what they're gonna do. There's a bunch of different options, but let's see. Let's put this on. So here's the Tri Beam Saber rack. That is awesome. I love this idea that they came out with. Robert, I think I could gift you a HG Lego from my favorite Gundam series. Also, they forgot the massive shoulder cannon. Okay, so Robert, You got it. That's exactly what's missing from this that I'm very disappointed in is it doesn't look like there's a shoulder cannon. That's like a part of it. I'm surprised they left that out. It's even on the box art, the shoulder cannon. Yeah, nothing with the oh, there's even instructions here. Let's say if it just happens. Oh, it's hidden. It's hidden somewhere, but no. Um, yeah, that is too bad. I don't want to complain too much because this is still really awesome, but I feel like that's such a pivotal visual quality of having this as an action figure is having the cannon. So, even to what Alan Mitchell was saying, they're probably going to do another release that might have the real type markings and the shoulder cannon or the shoulder Gatling gun, but it not being there, that's a huge miss. I am shocked they decided to go that route. Like, were they making this? Like, okay, guys, what are the accessories it's gonna have? Well, let's just not have it have the shoulder cannon or the shoulder Gatling. Why would it need it? I don't know. How do you have that conversation? Let me try to get this in. Yeah. Yeah, I am bad at this. Hold on. Holy, that was a lot of work. Okay. So I like that it rotates, what's on it. So it could be like different ways to hold it. That's cool. All right, let's get the gun in hand. All right, there we go. I'm gonna try to just forget the cannon thing. The shoulder Gatling gun. I'm just gonna try to forget it for now. But no, this looks great. Love how it looks with the beam rifle. There's something about the size, the length of the beam rifle with this figure, even in shots of it, that just work. Not on this box. Okay, let's do something here. Interesting. So another interesting thing is it only has one hand that is like a saber holding hand. That came off easily. The other one is just a trigger finger. So I mean, again, I can't complain too much, although I don't think this was as cheap as the other ones. So yeah, you can still hold the beam saber and everything. So yeah, I mean, this is cool. I love this. Except for that beam, maybe I gotta like custom put one on there. Yeah, that's that. Let's see. Oh, Zionic Shadow, good to see you. Oh, Mitchell, that sounds like treason. Yeah, Zionic Shadow, it's weird it didn't have it. I don't know how they missed that. I wonder if they just thought no one would notice or care. I don't know. I just think it's weird also that it doesn't have the real type markings, because even in the show it has markings. In the MS Team it has markings. This doesn't. This really does seem like, I think Alan Mitchell, you were kind of saying this, some like maybe like they had to get this in production fast, and maybe they didn't have a lot of stuff to work off of, maybe, or official stuff from Bandai maybe omitted the gun there. Oh, and there's articulation on the jets. That's neat. Yeah, shoulder gun. How odd. How odd. Does it scale with the kits or things? Okay. What's the Gundam Universe figures are their own scale. They're actually bigger than the 144 kits. smaller than a master grade, but yes, they are bigger. You could probably work something out, and maybe some kits might make more sense with these. But yeah, they are different sizes for sure. Actually, let me grab something else. Tomorrow, the review will be up for this fella right here that's been finished, the Zaku 2. So yeah, if you were to put these side by side, I mean, if they were, apart from each other, that might not be too big of a deal. So the scaling is not crazy, but it is different. They're really going for action figure, or like Marvel Legends style action figure scaling there. Let's see. Robert, and as for which version of the little blue deadly beast, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that's referring to. Gundam Universe are buffed. Yeah. Yeah. Which, it's funny because I wasn't crazy about the line, and then I told myself I wouldn't collect them, but I have way more than I thought. I have a whole separate bin, a plastic bin I have them in. And in fact, I think I tried to sell them, and they didn't sell, and I'm kind of glad, actually. I do like them. Yeah, because, here's the Calibarn also. Yeah, it's funny how I started getting these over time, not really meaning to. But yeah, you know what? While we're here, so this is gonna happen sooner or later. I might as well kind of just get it started. Thanks again to Sieg New York. Again, if it wasn't for Sieg New York, there would be no way I would have these Requiem for Vengeance kits, and I like the show a whole lot. In fact, it's funny. I was watching it with my wife yesterday, and while she's not too crazy about it because it doesn't have like the OG Gundam characters, that's all she really knows. She did find it interesting. But then, like, it was interesting because at one point she's like, "Why is the Gundam the bad guy?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's true. Like, I guess if you're vaguely familiar with Gundam and don't really, I guess that's on one hand that's why I like the show because it was like made for Gundam fans because we're willing to get over the CGI people. I mean, my wife didn't like it when she saw that. She was like, "What are they doing?" And my dad, I said, "My dad, when you see the CGI people, it's like, what's going on?" But it's still an interesting story, and the battles are so awesome. Like when I'm watching, I'm just like, this is really, really good. Oh yeah, I mean, just looking at some of the shots on this, this is just gonna be so cool. Yeah, because I guess with the gun, it would have to have a little ammo thing that plugs in. Oh, and the thing on top. So there's nothing even on this. Yeah, that's right, the top like little Gatling chamber. There's nothing even on this that would do that except they would just probably make a different backpack since this was a separate piece. Can I take that off? Yeah. Yeah, since this is a separate piece, I bet they would come out with a version that has the Gatling ammo on top and the belt. So, hey, Tyler. Well, yeah. So yeah, the high grade has a decal sheet, which you know what? Oh yeah. And it's not a lot. I like it. It's like just enough. It's the same thing with the. I guess because I'm used to the Verka stuff, how crazy that gets. Yeah, not too happy about some of the stickers there. We'll see how that works. But it would be neat to get another one of these. I'm sure third party will come out soon and then put it on this one. That would actually be pretty neat. I'm already just looking at the runners. I can tell this is going to be just as fun. Oh, and look, this is cool. So the ammo for the shoulder gun is rubber. It's a rubber piece. Man, I'm telling you, if it was as fun as it was building, the blue on here. Anyway, as fun as it was building the Zaku, this is gonna be fun. I might test trying to make that blue. It's possible people have already done this on like Instagram or something, but where I get like a blue clear. Do I spray it on, or can I possibly do a gradient if I hand paint it? I don't know. I'm gonna figure that out. Let me the chat over here. Yeah, for some reason my chat's not working the way it normally does. Let me look at this. Spaded one hot dang, the matte spray did wonders for the Zaku. It did. I can't wait for you guys to watch the video because the video review that goes out tomorrow, because I actually messed up the matte spray. It was frosted everywhere, and I explained what I did to fix it, and now I feel so confident when I do a top coat that there's a way to repair it. I can't wait for you guys to see that. Let's see, GMKLX, you could probably use the figures for stop motion or static poses for motion comics. You know what? That is awesome. I did that a long time ago, not too long ago. Before I was doing this Gundam stuff, I had a Star Wars Instagram with the action figures. I would do photography, and I made a little mini comic because my whole thing was, and they never really explore this in Star Wars too much. It had to do with the clones and like them sort of coming to terms with who they are and what they are and questioning themselves. I feel like that's something that should be explored that hasn't been. Let's see. The Gundam EX is a great kit, even better than the Zaku. Gonna be neat to see you compare it to that figure. Yeah, that's a good idea. Rework decals. Okay. Yeah, let me look. I don't know how far I'm going to get tonight, but I kind of just want to get started. So here. Oh my gosh. When the manual is a puzzle. Okay. So, all right. F16 and D20. Yeah, I guess I could put these. I tried to put them in order, but by the end of it, I have just the runners everywhere, you know. Okay, cool. I mean, after some of the kits I've been building recently, I like the size of this. Um, okay. Bad Batch is all about that. Oh, is it? Because I haven't bothered watching Bad Batch just because I don't know what to expect anymore from that stuff. That is actually pretty cool then. Thanks for letting me know about that. Robert Wishfall, which mobile suit does everyone think Stitch should pilot? Sharzaki to the Justice. Stitch. Um, I don't know. That is such a random question. I don't know how to answer it. I hope this hides some of that. That was not a good snip there. Sometimes you can use your nail to just easily kind of work at the. I don't know. Let's see what this looks like on it. this, and then like this, and then what is it doing? Oh, it goes inside anyway. Good. Okay. Interesting. Oh yeah, and if you guys haven't yet, I have that review video of the Real Grade 2.0, and Artrovo Gundam supplied me with 4 to give away. So make a comment on that if you haven't, if you want to enter. Hey, what's up, Brian Zan? Chili, good to see you. Tyler, you're saying Bad Batch is some of the best Star Wars you've ever seen ever. Wow, that's okay. That sounds awesome. Um, wow, yeah, because I just for some reason I don't know. It didn't seem like it would be that interesting, but hey, I'm wrong a lot. Influence that actually expands on bits and pieces from Clone Wars in the earlier days of the post-war Empire. It's one of the few things I recommend along with the Rebels of the Disney era. Yeah, I like the Rebels show. Or yeah, right? Is that what it was called? Yeah, Rebels. That was pretty cool. Interesting. Uh, this is interesting. I love it though because it's like symmetrical, like I'm actually building a machine. That was one of my praises with the other one. D11. Have you guys been paying attention to any of the UAP disclosure stuff? Because I've got a theory. I really do think it is not really about aliens. Let me see. Is this right? I think it has to do with there's just some insane technology we have, but I think the type of technology it is, the implications are world changing. And so I feel like they're using this disclosure as a process to slowly inform the public while as we find more things, as we're tracking and finding more things in video, kind of ease us into probably potentially a new reality, and not a new reality, that sounds strong, but like a, because I think it has to do with the energy companies and all that. Because if we have technology that does that, I mean, those implications are insane. And just like it's always been when new technology came out, and um, I remember hearing a guy that was talking about like how in the '80s, there's conspiracy theory about this black stealth jet that the government had, and then it eventually came out and they confirmed they had one, and everyone was like, "See," but then a generation passes where they forget that that happens, and so you get a whole new generation that's like thinking, "Oh, that doesn't realize that new technology can come out of nowhere." What am I doing? This. Okay, there we go. I was like so turned around. That's a very interesting thing. I am like so confused. Let me wait. Am I doing it right? Hold on. Let me look. Oh, okay, yeah. I've done this thing lately where I just kind of feel around the piece before I put it in, and if I feel any resistance, I stop and I try something else. Because I hate it when I get a piece stuck in the wrong spot. Sometimes it slows me down, but I don't know what it is. Sometimes I'm looking at the perspective of the manual where you see the piece, and it's like I'm not registering the perspective it's showing me. I tell you, I think people growing up in Japan probably a lot more intelligent. Well, at least compared to me. Ah, okay. Yeah, I agree with you, Alan Mitchell. Like, I'm sure aliens are out there. Maybe they even been here before in some form that we wouldn't understand. But I really think the whole UFO thing, I think it's the perfect cover, aliens, because then people kind of want to know the truth, but then people also ridicule it and don't think it's real. So people don't take anything seriously that does happen. And when it comes to, well, I was talking about like the energy, this sort of energy that would be used, the technology, the science behind that is insane. It has to do with cold fusion and quantum mechanics. And the average person, it's hard to wrap their head around. Even I, certain concepts I don't really understand. Even if I think, oh, these pieces go together. Why are they like super expensive? Or is he wanting a special one? Oh, FYI, I am live, but it's okay. I mean, because it's a more chill one. Where I'm just building people hanging out. See you, Robert. No. Oh, hey, Taco and Yoshi. Yeah, perception of depth and angles takes a vacation when I'm trying to build a complicated kits. Yeah, I get that. Oh, it's so funny. Okay, did I make sure? Yeah, let me make sure I'm getting this right before I commit. I like how. Let me zoom in just a little bit. I like how different this is. There's just things about it, even like this ball joint going in here to the shoulders is very different than other kits. And I love the different colored plastic, the pieces. It really lends to like I'm building a robot. Let's see if I, hey Lucas, are you going? Are you going? Okay. I wonder if I should go too. Because I'm going to be finishing in a second. Okay, C8 and C9. Let's see. Talking, how long will you be going live? You know, not too much longer. I jumped on here and check it out later, but I did some unboxing. I looked at some Godzilla buildings. Oh, did you guys hear the wife? Yeah, she was right behind us. How's the build? No name, please. This is awesome. Already, and someone in the chat, I think, what was your name? Yeah, Spaded One. There we go. Said that it's better than the Zaku, which is right here. Review up tomorrow. Yeah, this top coat looks so good. But yeah, this is even more fun. Like I love all the structure of how I'm putting the pieces together. This is like it's robot like. I really like it. I'm the reason part separators exist. Thank you for your service or sacrifice. Yeah. Oh man, there's times when I've just decided to break a piece because it's like I can't separate this. I yeah, I got to be real careful. Okay, guys. Oh, you're going live at 7 Central? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, well, you know what? I think I'm gonna be bouncing anyway. Fam's gonna go out. I might tag along. But this was a fun little random stream. It was cool that we got to chill for a second. Wait, no name, please. That kit might make me fail. No build November. No build November. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, build. Is there kind of a reason? Are you like trying to save money? Because sometimes it might be good to take a break on stuff. I know when I first was building Gunpla, I it was like 2 kits a week or more. It was a crazy obsession, which is neat because that's kind of what we all share when we get into this. Yep, arm frame on PG Exia with Cosmos LED kit. Oh yeah, that's right, because you were doing some of that the other day. Guys, check that out. After this, Taco and Yoshi will be streaming. But yeah, oh man, yeah. If you're trying to hold off building kits for November as a safety precaution for your mental health, I support that because I've gone through it. I've gone months without building, and then it goes back and forth. I think there's been so many cool kits recently, and with the help of Artrovo Gundam, link in the description. Again, you can like save money on buying 2 or more things, and then Sieg New York getting me the kits. Oh, so awesome! And then I will be at Anime Frontier in Fort Worth, December 6th through 8th, I believe it is. So if anyone happens to be there and wants to meet up, that would be awesome. I would love to do that. I bought a wireless mic setup that I'm gonna try out there, so I could walk around and get better audio. I'm gonna try to make it fun and joke around a lot. I had a little video where I was doing that last year and it was kind of fun. No name, please. I actually have a few kits right now, but I've been trying to finish some other craft projects. Oh, that's cool. What are some of the other craft projects? Alan Mitchell, mental health, Gunpla is my therapy. That's true. That is true too. Tyler, I wish I had an actual backlog because building kits is like therapy for me. Huh? Yeah. No, it's true. There is something to it, and I think it's a legitimate science because when you're so focused on something with hand-eye coordination and you're focused, you are activating those higher levels of consciousness. It's putting you in a good flow state where sometimes good thoughts can come to you that way. Sometimes you can figure out how to get over maybe some bad thoughts or situations you're in. There's that sense of accomplishment because you've expressed yourself through creation. I think there's a lot of cool stuff that comes from doing that. Jim Kill X, all the different ones. No bake November because Thanksgiving is probably quite a temptation. Yeah, no. Yeah, what other things could you like possibly? No social media November. That would be hard. No name, please. Originally, I was going to do no spend November, but found an RG Zeta for 14 and want to try the challenge next month. Yeah, you can't pass it up. Well, then put it this way. No spend November at retail. So if it's something on sale, I think that's okay. My goal is Origins or Gen Con next year. Ah, okay. Yeah, let me know, because, what's this? Ancient Yoki. Gunpla suggestions for someone new. I would say go to Target if you have a Target around you, and whatever kit they have there, I think are excellent beginner kits. They have Wing, they have Seed, they're supposed to be having these. I haven't seen any at Target yet, but they're supposed to be there. Otherwise, you know what's also interesting, especially in my case, the real grade full armor unicorn was my first kit, and just the complexity and the fun of that made me fall in love. Yet you might tell someone, "Oh, that's not a good one to start with because it's very complicated." But no, I think it depends on what you're looking for. Because I was looking for a very intricate robot. I wanted to really feel like I was building technology, and that full armor unicorn is definitely that. No name, please. I occasionally make wooden rings, but right now I'm trying to finish a toy wooden car I'm making for one of my friend's kids. That is awesome. If you ever want to, feel free to share that in the Discord. I would love to see pictures of that. Gunflu building is a healthy distraction to get out of anxiety or negative thoughts. Yeah, that's exactly it. No babies November. I'll share a picture of the car in Discord. Oh, yeah, that'd be cool. Hobby Lobby also has kits, and usually for great prices. You know what? Oh, hey, Shadow, what's up? Yeah, it's interesting. I was at Hobby Lobby just the other day. I bought 2 cans of the Mr. Hobby spray matte top coat, and they had more kits, more different kits than before. I was surprised. They had a master grade Hyakushiki. That kind of had my interest. I don't think I've ever seen that in person before. So, you know. Takanoshi, real grade full armor unicorn gave me so much anxiety, it's still not fully built. Oh, wow. Yeah, I think for me it was because it was my first and I was so amazed at every step of the way that I was doing it. I did mess up the decals on the transforming V-fin. Yeah, I still have it up right behind me on a shelf up above. It's just so cool. It's so cool. I would want something detailed but not expensive, so I'm guessing real grade is the way to go. Well, if you want something detailed that's not expensive, yeah, if you don't find these Requiem for Vengeance kits, something in the Origin line, lots of detail for a high grade, and they're high grade prices. So if you find something that, says Origin in it, because that's kind of like the, not kind of a remake, but a restyling with the original artist. They started in the manga, and then there's the anime, and it's a continuation of the story. They just added some more panel lines and stuff on it. It's actually pretty cool. Let's see, the base RG Unicorn gave me anxiety. I broke the shoulder and had to glue it into destroy mode. Oh, yeah, you know, and it's funny. And I'll have to maybe I should do a video on this later, where I have my real grade unicorn set up. There's just this white random piece that I had next to it because I don't know what it goes to, but I'm pretty sure it goes to that kit, and I can't find where it goes on it. One day I'll figure it out. I don't know. Just don't order online from them. It's completely random what you get. Oh, order online from where? Oh, Hobby Lobby. Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay. Shadow, I just got here, was watching through Gundam 79 with a friend of mine. His first time watching through Gundam. We just finished Odessa Day. Well, cool. Man, yeah, I hope he enjoys it. I loved revisiting it in the theaters when the movies came out. The show's better than the movies, in my opinion, but I need to look into paints. I'm tired of SD kit stickers and want to paint my Kamen Rider kits as well. Yeah, I would start with the Gundam markers. For some reason, they're already made with the right consistency to easily get on there and look good. Yeah, Gundam markers, I love them. They do so much. It's because I got to a point where airbrushing is just too much work to set it up, get the right mixture, clean when you're done. Special cases, I would airbrush. But for little details, I'm getting away with the Gundam markers. They actually state below the price, may not get what's pictured. That's interesting. I did not know that. That is pretty crazy. Okay, well, I'm going to take off. This was a lot of fun just chatting, actually. I might just, plan for that just so we can all chat. So, and yeah, again, Steven and I are going to be streaming tomorrow, and then Gundam Explain on Thursday. So if I stream in between, then I'll let you guys know. Have a good rest of the day. See y'all later.